Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Where we left off last time, we just killed a bunch of giant worms. We also got the first piece of the first crown. So yeah, we now have to fight Mandragora things, which is just the most painful experience ever. But here we go. Alright, knock knock, I just want you to delay for a sec here. I wonder if they can be knocked down. Not without that. Right. She's gathering power, but we can't do it yet because surprise round. Alright, so knock knock again. We're just gonna delay Valerie, just delay, I guess. Amiri, just delay. Eltimar. Legendary proportions. Let's just get some massive reach going here. She is terrifyingly huge. Just delay till there. I'm gonna move her up as our sacrificial lamb. And just delay there. And Lindsay does get to do some fun stuff like haste. Are we still hasted? No, we're not. Now we are. Just delay to there and delay to there. Alright. Some of them should come in now. And Valerie just took a huge amount of strength damage. It's injured at least. We can just 5-foot step in. Yeah. And then consequently, and then probably miss every single attack. But that's fine.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Amiri just has to 5-foot step in too. She has just titanic reach currently. They're still not dead though. I'm just gonna move. Canara's built up her power, so we should try to do the wall. Like right here. So they can be knocked down, and one of them did get knocked down and then killed because of the AOOs. But the rest of them are just going straight through, and Valerie now has 13 strength left. Which is not ideal, but we'll have to do for now. We're on the wrong character. Tamar. That sounds like a terrible idea. So like, we could just do that. So this is all creatures. It's definitely going to hit Valerie. Didn't do all that much damage, unfortunately.
Let us strike as one.
She's not doing any damage because of her massive penalties to strength currently. And I guess we're just going to shoot at the things. No one's dead? Okay. All I really care about is that she doesn't die while she's tanking the giant thing. But that's helpful if we didn't miss every attack. We only have to roll an 8 to hit that Smilodon. And we missed like 3/4 of our attacks. Also, why are we lagging? There we go. Seems to have fixed itself. Knock Knock's turn. Go Knock Knock, I believe in you. You should be able to do a bunch of damage. You have 8 attacks. And then Amiri.
They go down.
Yay, one of them is dead. They only give 300 experience too, like they're worthless to kill.
Taste my fury.
But they're just a pain in the ass. She's still hitting for 6. We're just gonna cast a full restoration on her at the end of the fight though, assuming she doesn't straight up die. She's still at 13. She hasn't gotten any negative other than the initial batch. So that's good. I like how Lindsay's just shooting at nothing. There we go. One hit. Two. Alright, that's about 50% chance of hitting. That's more along the lines of what it really is. Alright, finally. Delay till after Valerie. You can move up though, it doesn't really... Where are you? No, don't. Just... Oh. Okay, fine, whatever. It's not a big deal. No one should have trouble hitting the immense Mandragora. It is giant. And it just almost evaporated our Smilodon.
Stay behind me.
And then Knock Knock needs to get in there. And Lindsay can open fire. And that's the end of the fight. Alright, so first of all... Restoration on Valerie. Cure her. How much in total do you have? 19 strength deficit, which is a lot. Or we're gonna wait for the barrier to go away. It's not that far. Also, our Smilodon took a beating without equal for like 70 or 90 damage, so we're just gonna pop a couple cures there. And that's that. Alright, what do we get? We got a tree crest comb. Also gonna save, because that's an annoying fight, and I don't want to do it again if we die later on without another save. This forest is all like ethereally looking. There's also treant up here. Several treants up here surrounding a hole in the ground. We can't go into the hole in the ground. And we abruptly stop at the edge of the hole in the ground. The forest here looks blasted apart by a meteorite, complete with fallen trees and a crater at its center. Surrounding the crater are several huge twisted trees. Suddenly the trees turn to look at you, and a jagged maw opens in one of the trees. With a voice like creaking wood, the treant says, "Who disturbs the prayers to our fallen friends? More of the wriggling men's obscene minions? I used detect magic. There are plenty of lingering traces of magic from the battle between the wriggling men and the gnarly witch. However, the piece of the first crown..." Oh, it's the first crown. "I'm nobody's minion. Then you are not our concern. Leave this place and let us mourn our dead." "Fallen friends, what happened here?" "The wriggling man happened." The treant's words are slow and sad. "In his attempt to steal the first crown from our mistress, he broke it. The magic blasted apart this grove. You stand among the corpses of our beloved trees. We must pray for the healing of this place, then return this hateful crown to its rightful owner, the gnarly witch." "If you hate the crown so much, let me take it to the witch." The treant ponders this for several moments, and at last he says, "This is wise. You could take the crown to the gnarly witch for us, while we give comfort to the grieving forest." We just talked our way out of to get the crown. Our bluff check worked wonderfully. We got 3,800 experience for doing that. Takes care of that second piece of the crown problem. Wait, yeah, we got the fragment. Probably the second fragment of the first crown. And now we have one more piece to get. I think it's only 3 pieces. Oh, bother. The fact that there are unknown combatants is a little bit unfortunate as well.
Bring it.
Just delay.
Flames take you.
Just end turn there. Just stay back, it'll be fine. We'll just casually shoot at the purple worm. I don't think that Amiri can be grabbed. She's too huge. Probably. Lindsay, you're breaking my heart here. Not a single hit. The other ones are... What is that thing?
Let us strike as one.
That's another worm underground. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. There's another one there as well. Again, not visible. Not above the ground. Now we play the waiting game. Although, we could also play the wall game. If we put the wall like here. She can't do it this turn, but next turn maybe. We'll delay till after the worms. Delay till after the worms. Delay till after the worms. They have to stand up so we can actually attack them.
Do not falter.
Valerie's totally gonna get eaten. Or grappled, I should say. I don't know if they technically eat characters, but they definitely grapple them. We're almost killed this one. There's the other one. Did not grapple her yet, so that's plus. We hit once. Twice. Oh my god. Twice. It's pretty good.
Do not hold back.
Even our main character's getting in on the hits this time.
Which knight?
And that's that one dead. There's still yet another one on its way, another two on their ways.
They go down.
Just love Amiri's damage now. I'm gonna be sad later in the game.
Onwards.
Okay. Nothing we can do till they pop out of the ground, so. There he is. Get in there.
The lighting enemies on
And
fire
miss.
first.
Sure.
You deserved
Lindsay,
it.
you might be able to hit. Once. Yeah, once. This is going pretty okay so far. We'll get this one badly injured. There's only one more left underground. Just in case we have to move. Which we did. Only 2 hits out of 4. Disappointing. Last one. There it is.
Stay behind me.
Is she not... What's wrong with her? Oh, maybe she had to move a step or something. She just didn't do her full round attack.
Any last wishes?
Come on, let's finish this thing up. Badly injured? Solid round of hits for our Smilodon. Very impressed. Come on. There we go. Bunch more worms. Toast. So many worms. And another token of the Dryad because reasons. How close are we to a level? We're actually relatively close. We're getting there.
Our path leads on.
Poisonous Primal Hydra. We're not immune to poison in this zone, so poison does actually matter to some extent here. And also I think they're concealed. They have a 20% concealment because they're not technically on this plane, sort of. They're like partially on the plane, but also partially not. They're very weird
This is
in
where
that
I
regard.
step in. Strike worth a legend.
Well, she hit 1 attack. Our fort saves were good, and our fort saves were good again. Just go attack something. And then miss every attack. No, no, there we go. 2 hits. I guess that'll have to do. Alright. Bunch of saving throws that worked out pretty okay. 5-foot step in. Let's take on the badly injured one first. And then immediately kill it. And then chop the other one apart too. So there's one left now.
Let us strike as one.
Well, that was actually supremely easy. all things considered, there have been much harder fights than those 3 hydras. Anything over here? No? Okay. Oh, not another one of these. Just ahead, a man in the dark robes of a Pharasman priest battles an enormous spiked beast. While he's holding his own with magic and a sword with a melted-looking hilt, the snarling beast has him cornered. Suddenly he catches sight of you. You there, help me with this thing. Hang on, I'm coming.
Stand with me.
Kraglenorms. Smilodons are great meat shields against these things. I'm gonna delay till after the Kraglenorn, actually. Except when we're all lined up beautifully for that attack. That figures. We are close enough that I think we can just heal basically everyone. And we might as well. Valerie, you can charge. Hit it for a bunch. Wonder if we can knock it down. We do have our knockdown on. We're not using our knockdown ability though.
Flames take you.
We missed entirely. Can you reach? You can definitely reach. And that was an unfortunate round for us. We didn't hit him at all. And we need a haste. I think we're out of haste. We're gonna need to rest at some point in the future. Oh my god. Let's just look at that damage for a second here. That was amazing. Okay, so we charged the Kraglenorn. We did a critical hit, which lets all of our other characters do an attack of opportunity. So, Valerie dealt 27, Smilodon dealt 19, Smilodon dealt 28, Knock Knock did 23, and then 5. So we hit it for like... Let's take a look here. So, 117 plus 27 is 145. And then 19 is 164. Right? And then 192. 215. Something like that. Something close to that. I might have messed up a little bit in the math there, but something close to that anyways. If he killed my killing, or stole my killing blow, I will murder his face. I will literally destroy his whole world. I think we're fine. Salim Gadafar is here. The road man nods gratefully to you. Thanks for the help. If Shkaya hasn't sent you, I'd have been in real trouble. He frowns. Of course, if Shaika hadn't sent me after this stupid shard, I wouldn't have been fighting that overgrown lizard in the first place. If Shaika sent you, why didn't they tell me about it? Who knows why Shaika does anything? Perhaps they thought they'd already told you. For a god of time, they find it surprisingly difficult to keep straight what has or hasn't happened yet. What do you know about the first crown? This is the crown of an ancient elven king named Lethloriel, ruler of the first kingdom Narissa destroyed. But it's not just his crown. His soul has been tied to it, his ghost forced to serve its owner. Once it's broken, he's trapped in there, unable to manifest. But no wonder Narissa's cronies wanted so bad. He shakes his head. Or Shaika for that matter. Who are you? I am Salim Gadafar, a servant of Pharasma, so to speak. I owe Shaika a favor, so I agreed to help them locate the first crown, though it appears the crown is far more than I was originally told. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Shaika are as shifty as the damned death goddess. Oh nice, I've heard of you. That'd make it for an optimism chapter in my book. I think I'd start it like this. Who was this mysterious man in black robes who fought alongside us against such a dreadful monster? And then I'd wait to give the answer for a while. Let the readers feel the suspense. Did you just curse your own goddess? He laughs bitterly. I used to hunt priests back in Rahadum. You know, the atheist nation. I was an officer in the Pure Legion. Then I made some bad decisions and ended up an indentured servant to the Lady of Graves. Let's just say the situation hasn't been easy on either of us. Let's get back to business. Fair enough. How well do you know Shaika? The eldest helped me with a job in Thuvia once. It's a long story. You a priest? The man looks uncomfortable. More of a detective, really? An inquisitor. I tracked down missing souls for Pharasma, the Lady of Graves. He laughs bitterly. And it looks like I just found another one. If you're looking for lost souls, you should visit the ruined village in the Gnarl Marshes. Thanks for the advice, I'll be sure to visit it. You fight well, will you join me with my quest? Sorry, even if my grave-rotted master would allow it, I work alone. Give me the crown fragment. Straight to the point, aren't you? Well, go on and take it. The dam Lenorm swallowed it before I could grab it. I told Shaika I'd track it down, but I won't fight you for it, especially after you just saved my beard. Gotta keep moving. Bye. Safe travels, the man quirks a smile. Though I suspect we'll meet again. That's how things work when Shaika's involved. He's cool, I like him. I like him now that he didn't steal our experience. No, you have to loot the body, come on. We got the first crown fragment and some tree crest flask and some other junk. We'll also take the Lenorn scales, which are worth quite a lot of money actually. Listen, you can talk all you want about proper precautions and things left but best unknown and blah blah blah, but when someone gives you the disassembled pieces of a magical artifact, I don't care who you are, you put that baby together. As the last piece of the first crown slotted into place, the whole thing started glowing with a green light and humming. That's when things got weird. Before we knew what was happening, we were somewhere else, an indistinct nowhere with misty walls glowing that same green. Sorry, I got distracted for a second because a bird almost flew into my window. Before us floated an elven man, all dressed up like some sort of king, except he wasn't a normal king, because last time I checked, elves weren't see-through and their skin didn't give off wisps of glowing smoke. He stared at us with his blank ghost eyes and said, "You're neither witch nor worm. Who are you?" So we told him. The truth, of course. The Ghost King nodded. My name is Lethoriel, once called Lethoriel the Wise. You're inside what was my pride and is now my prison. What do you call the first crown? He gives an ugly smile. Behind him, a door manifested in the fog. He gestured to it. Don't worry, unlike me, I suspect you can leave whenever you like. Time is strange here. I don't know how many millennia have passed in your world since Nerissa destroyed my kingdom of Rushwood. Only that all memory of it has been lost. With you younger races building your nations atop its ashes. My people are long dead and scattered. Only I remain. Trapped in this half-life, denied my proper rest, and forced to carry out petty tasks for whichever abomination bears my crown, all thanks to the Nymph Queen. He looked at us expectantly, so we asked him about his kingdom. The ghost smile looked pained. Behind him, the fog swirled, forming an image of a beautiful forest city. Gods, my kingdom. It was a thing of beauty, a forest city that wove into the trees, wove the trees into its very walls, but now it's gone, destroyed by Nerissa and swallowed up by time and the forest. He laughs bitterly. I believe you know my realm as part of your so-called stolen lands. How appropriate. Yet even your oldest books have forgotten me. And away the millennia here, bound by Nerissa as a bauble for her servants to squabble over. So then we asked him about Nerissa and his imprisonment. Nerissa, the ghost snarls. And if we didn't already know he was a ghost, we would have then, his face contorting in ways that would have broken a real elf's skull. Behind him, the fog swirled, forming an image of a beautiful elven city. He jabbed a finger at it. Look, see my kingdom? See what you destroyed? All of it gone. And why? Just add one more grain of dust to the Nymph Queen's chalice? He shrieked, a sound full of madness and sorrow that seemed to stab through our ears and into our brains. And now she binds me here as a bauble for her servants to squabble over. So then we asked him how to best fight Nerissa and her minions. The ghost laughs bitterly. Fight Nerissa, child? If I knew how to kill the Nymph Queen, would I still be trapped in this godforsaken crown? I can't take any direct action against her, even at the command of my bearer. He paused, thoughtful. Though I suppose her minions see my crown as a mark of station. The Gnurly Witch and the Wriggling Man fight over it incessantly. To see it in someone else's hands might fluster them, might cause them to make a mistake at a crucial moment. There's another pause, longer this time. At last, in a softer voice, the ghost said, or, once you've left this place, you could command me to destroy this crown and set myself free. That made us all pause. We looked at each other, silently weighing our options, and then... What would you do if we set you free? Why, I'd go on to my just rewards, I suppose, be judged by Pharasma, and join my people in the afterlife. The ghost tried to look innocent, but unfortunately for him, we knew better. Innocent or not, he was a ghost. Spending a few thousand years stewing in your own rage scrambles your brains. There was no telling what he'd do if we set him free, so we agreed to set him free. The ghost stared at us. Really? Slowly, a smile spread across his face. I do believe you actually mean that. In that case, all you have to do is speak my name, Lethoriel, and order me to destroy the crown and free myself. He frowned. You'll need to do it at the presence of someone as powerful as Nerissa herself, one of the eldest perhaps, but they're not so terribly hard to find. He bowed low, gesturing to the door, forming in the mists once more. Please return to your world with my thanks. And with that, we pass through the door. We have to go find Shaika, who is down there somewhere. But first of all, let's save and see what else there is to kill and loot in this place.
We will prevail.
And then immediately get attacked while we're saving. I guess that ambush was coming whether or not we wanted it to. Luckily our Smilodons are taking the brunt of it. Do we still have haste? We do. Our Smilodon's dead. They have a lot of turns. I would like to have a turn eventually here. Okay. Finally it's our turn. Let's back up.
Taste my fury.
And then miss entirely. Good. They only have 26 armor. That we missed regardless.
Be easier if you not fight back. Yeah.
Okay. None of them are attacking Valerie, which is really terrible.
Last chapter.
Lindsay didn't teleport away this time, which is nice. How many of these things are there? This is insane. Okay. Also, they have a lot of life. Oh my god. We are in serious trouble here.
Protect me, please.
Do not falter.
This is actually going really badly. Okay, we're gonna need to load.
Survive.
Unfortunately, we're reloading right back into this ambush, which is kind of shitty. We also have a save further back, but we'll try this one first. I think if we get our buffing aura thing on, we'll be okay. It would also help if they didn't get all their actions first. How high is their initiative? Well, there goes all our Smilodons. Yay!
Sister, protect me.
Okay. Let's try some things to maybe stay alive. We'll see if it works. We need that first. Their annoying laugh is also extremely annoying.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Yeah.
I hate pain.
We didn't even get a chance to move Kyrieru before she got killed.
Tear them apart.
I don't think we have any AoEs that are good enough to take these things down in all honesty, and there's still more coming in. I think we're in a bad situation here.
Serves you right.
They outnumber us. They're dealing just so much damage to us.
Let us strike as one. Do not falter.
And even though they can hit us in melee, apparently we're still moving to hit them, so... I might just have to reload. I wonder if this will deal damage to them. It does. Just not a whole lot. Bye, knock knock. They also cause fear. What's Corrupting Touch even do? Is that negative energy?
This will survive. I always survive.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to pull back to another fight area, which is a bit further back, and we're at half an hour anyway, so we're gonna end the video here. I'm gonna get back to where we were, and then we will deal with everything else. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.